Thanks for staying with us, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
The weirdest thing just happened to me.
What's happened?
So, for some weird reason, yeah, I was looking up at my phone and I couldn't hear the prompt. And I just went like this suddenly.
No, but you were fast. You were very, very fast.
I was very fast.
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thanks for joining. Ooh.
Yay.
Mary in green.
Yay.
All
That's
right.
me.
That's beautiful.
Yes, I'm the one adding the color today. Since you guys said to go black.
You know, I just realized that I've been wearing a lot of white and black lately. You know, or at least a touch of white and black.
The other time it was red.
No, like I just realized, you know, even last week I had white and black on in both outfits that I had on the show. And then this week I'm having white and black on again.
Maybe it's,
I'm gonna have
the theme of the month. Maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I just realized I've
Who
been wearing a
knows?
lot of green lately.
No one cares about what you've
Yesterday
been
was green
wearing,
and white.
Mary.
Today is green.
No one
Last
cares
week I
about
had
what you've been
green
wearing.
hair.
Oh, last week you had green hair, actually. All right, let's get right into the story for today. So, yesterday I caught up on two stories on the X streets. Yeah, one of it had to do with it was a video that went viral of a guy who in the video was burning his NYSC certificate and his BSc certificate as well. And it got a lot of reaction because people were like, well, according to what we saw in the video, he has about he graduated with 3.4 GPA, right? And you know, because it's been years and he hasn't gotten it, to be able to get a job, he had to, you know, do that he had to record, you know, to put phone, carry tripod, put phone. Yeah. And then now brought certificates, which of course you don't know if it is real or not. And then say he was to burn it because he has not seen it.
You're not going to water down his frustration now.
I'm not watering down.
Yes, you are, because this is someone who came online to say that, oh, you know, it took him 7 years to get that certificate, and then he got a job that is paying him 90,000 naira. It takes him 60,000 naira every single month, 95,000 naira, and then he spends 60,000 naira every month on transportation, and all he has left is about 35,000 naira. That's terrible. Okay. That is terrible.
So, to what end what was he hoping to get for burning his certificates?
He's frustrated.
What is he hoping to get?
He's basically saying that there is no opportunity out there. There is no way he's getting something better, and he has given up. And that's why sometimes when you listen to these guys who are involved in, you know, cyber theft and all the rest, when you listen,
cyber fraud.
Yeah, fraud and all the rest. Thank you. You listen to their stories and you hear, oh, I tried everything. I went to school. I did this. I did that. I tried to get a job. There was no job, so I decided to do this because this is the only certain way of making money in my hood or with my friends.
So are you justifying?
No, I am
thievery?
not. I am just saying that this is where
are
it
you
starts
justifying
from.
criminal activities?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is where it starts from. This is when someone is frustrated. The person has tried everything. The person went to school.
When did you graduate?
A long time ago. A long time ago.
How long before you got a job?
Long time ago.
How long before you got a job, Edgar?
It took me a while.
It took you a while.
A while.
And then in the space of the time while you were waiting, what were you doing?
I was searching.
What were you doing?
Waiting.
No.
I was waiting.
No, you were not waiting.
No, I was waiting.
No, Edgar, what were you doing?
Tell me what was I doing?
What were you doing?
Tell me.
How did you become popular?
I was posting videos on social media, creating content with my phone.
Thank you.
But yes, but not everyone has that spirit. Not everyone has the consistency.
Okay, so what he did, is that going to get him engagement or not?
He's frustrated.
You
cannot. Are you trying to define? Wait, hold on.
Is he going to get engagement
can I tell you something?
Address like lawyers. Please
can I tell you something?
Is he going to get engagement or not?
Yes, he will.
Let me go and I'm going on the post now,
something?
and I'm going to check how many videos,
now,
the repostings and the likes. Let's see how much you get.
Can I explain something to you? When I was done with school and I was looking for a job, I know how much the amount of tears that I had, the amount of sweat, the amount of blood, the amount of times where I would meet my parents and I would ask if there was something wrong with me. I was frustrated. Yes, I didn't make videos. I didn't put it online. I didn't tell people online, oh, please, I'll tear my certificate or anything or burn it.
Maybe that would have got
But trust me, inside, I was actually burning inside. So when I see a video of a young guy who has done what he knows how to do best by going to school, graduating, this guy is actually looking for a job. He's doing everything right by the books, and then he doesn't get a good job, and he decides to say, you know what, I am going to live this life. I am going to live this life and just, you know, try and do something else without the certificate. How many people right now are working with the certificates? How many people right now are working with the, getting anything done with the NYSC?
So I'm just going to say this regarding this issue, yeah. In fact, I have a lot to say about it. But let me start from number one. I have never believed that we go to university to work with what we study. That's my personal opinion. I've always believed that your going to the university is to give you an edge in the world, because there are certain friends you will make, and that's another mistake people make. You go through school and just shall go through school. You don't know that the reason you go through school is to create a network. Not necessarily because you are hoping to get a job, but because of whatever it is you intend to do in future. There are some parents that spend a fortune sending their children to certain schools, money they cannot afford, taking loans, and those children just breeze through the school. No, your parents are putting you in that, in that position, so that you can network and then be able to sustain yourself after school.
Mary.
Now, that is one. Two, regarding this guy about his certificate burning it, to the best of my knowledge, I may be wrong, and I'm okay with being proven wrong, but as much as I know, I think it's a crime to do stuff like that.
Yes.
Actually. So
yes.
that's actually a problem for him, because if he gets arrested, he will be charged. That is one. Two, it is painful to go to school for several years and not get a job. I completely understand. It is very, very painful. I've seen people in that situation, and it is not a pleasant one. However, going back to what said regarding you, no matter how little, see, your certificate, unfortunately, will never pay you the money you want. That is the truth. The earlier we accept that, the better. If you think about it, people who do businesses, let's even start from hairdressers. If you have a good shop in a good location, you could make up to 20 to 50,000 a day. How many white-collar jobs can pay you that in a month, the money you will make in a month in these jobs? See,
so are you saying,
I feel there's too much emphasis on your certificates. Okay, there's too much. That's my thought. Right. I feel like even as a job holder, like you have a job, you should not depend on your job alone. Unfortunately, that is what the economy dictates now. So you can't depend on your job alone.
Here's what I'm going to say, right? Unfortunately, okay, I'm going to try to be empathetic here, right? And that's because I heard the frustration in your voice while you were talking, right? Because we're in a time now where a lot of people do so many things for online engagements. You're frustrated, you carry your phone, you put it in front of you, and then you begin to vent. I mean, your frustrations are valid. However it is that you're feeling is valid. Like Mary said, there's too much value we put on our certificates. Because at the end of the day, we get disappointed. And it is from that disappointment that we become frustrated, then we become depressed. And then we have seen cases of people even committing suicide. We have had so many cases of, taxi drivers saying they've earned first class, they have first class degrees, yet, they're having to do menial jobs at the end of the day because the economy or because the country does not provide that opportunity. The truth of the matter is, different strokes for different foes. All fingers are not meant to be equal at the end of the day. And because one person's situation is this way doesn't mean that we all have to toe the same way. It doesn't always have to be the same. We don't all have to get company jobs. We don't all have to work in an organization or in an office. Some of us are meant to do businesses. Some of us are meant to do menial jobs. I'm not saying it is not okay, but such is life. It doesn't make it fair. Okay, him now burning that certificate, burning his NYSC certificate, he has gotten the government's attention. He has gotten our attention. We're here talking about him. What is going to be? What is he hoping to get from it?
All right. So let me.
What's he hoping to get from it?
I am not in support. I should also mention I'm not in support of burning your certificate, of burning that out of frustration. at all. But there are, because I hear people always say, oh, when you have skills, you need to, get talent. If you have talent and skills, trust me, yes. Not everyone starts with the plan of, oh, I have an amazing skill I'm going to probably do after school. Or I have this talent, I want to do great music after school.
But then, that's unfortunate because you should.
No, not everybody's like that. There are some people who just believe that, okay, the idea for them, and when you leave Nigeria, when you leave Nigeria and go to other countries, you would realize, no, I'm just telling you, you can't blame.
Unfortunately,
you cannot blame.
Unfortunately, there are certain things that you should not be told, Edgar. It is the sad reality of life, but there are certain things that you should not be told.
Okay. But let me tell you something. We should be told.
No,
exactly.
We should be told. Mary, unfortunately, school, the academic system, the educational system in Nigeria does not prepare your mind for it. That is why there's a certain university, it's a private university, that is very well known when it comes to building it comes to building adults to be not just emotionally prepared, business wise prepared, in every wise prepared for the labor market, so that when you get into it, it helps you to know how to thrive in that.
I just wanted to quickly say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number one, this is also me being realistic. Not everybody can run a business.
Yes.
That is why some people will put their life savings and still fail. Not everybody has a skill.
Not everybody's
talented.
Now,
when I say look for things you can do,
talented.
there will always be something. Exactly. Everybody has a talent.
Everybody has a talent.
It might not be a talent for singing.
Edgar.
Or
everybody
doing
has
things,
a talent.
Not everyone has a talent that can get them money.
Of course.
Not everybody has a talent.
Because farting is not a talent and it's not going to pay you. But let's also
in this world.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. See, I'm just being practical, because there are several people in that guy's position right now that are a loss for what to do. Even if it's to drop ship or do something that will at least help you buy airtime, please don't be discouraged. It can be frustrating. Being in that position looking for a job, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine anything more frustrating. But please do not give up. Please don't burn your certificate so you don't even get into trouble. And 3, please stay hopeful.
Yes, and speak about it. Yes, please speak about it. All right. Talk about it. Bring it out on social media. Tell your friends. Tell your family. You never can tell who is probably watching, who is listening as well.
And who can help you with a job.
Yeah. Please.
All right, on that note, we'll have to take a quick break now. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. No one is asking you to burn your certificates. Please don't go and say because somebody has burnt it and probably would get an attention and then get a job. Because it could be an attention. You might just be seeking attention and then it might get a job.
Guess what? Just go and check the comments. Someone right now, have a job for you.
I agree. It could happen. So, but then again,
it will not happen like that for everybody.
Different strokes for different folks. Once again, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Let's hear your comments. We'll take a quick break now. The show continues. Stay with us.
All right.